Hello my dear students, welcome back to your favorite channel NEET World. This is Vasavi Ma'am, your biology educator. Yes, so students, once if we quickly recall, we have started the human digestive system from the second chapter of your class 7 CBSE science, that is nutrition in animals, right my dear students. So from the chapter nutrition in animals, we have started the human digestive system and we have understood in detail about the mouth and buccal cavity. We have also learned about the chemical and the mechanical digestion of the food, right my dear students. So once again I am going to revise you quickly the most interesting and important points, that is chemical digestion process. Okay. So during the chemical digestion, to break down the complex food substances into the simplest forms, we require the enzymes, right. So what are the enzymes actually and what they are going to be converted and how they are going to convert the complex food substances into the simplest forms? Let's understand here my dear students. So the enzymes, whatever I am going to say you, these are apart from your NCERT, just make a note of them. Yes, so here the carbohydrates are converted into the simplest sugar forms like glucose. So in the presence of the enzyme amylase, okay, and fats are converted into the fatty acids and the glycerol in the presence of the enzyme lipase, okay. Next, proteins are converted into amino acids in the presence of the enzyme called as pepsin and proteases, students. Yes, so these all the names I have given you in the last session. So just have a look on it and make a note of it my dear students. Yes. Yes. So coming towards the today's particular session, we are going to learn about the structure of the teeth and we are going to learn how many different types of teeth are going to be present in the human beings and what are their structure and what is its main function. Okay. So we are going to learn about it. So don't be confused and stay tuned until the session gets end my dear students. Yes. So look here. Yes. So generally the adult human beings are going to have 32 number of teeth, okay. So in that we are going to have 4 different types of teeth my dear students. So the adult human beings are going to have 4 different types of teeth and we categorized, we have given the names into 4 different forms based on their structure and the function, okay. So now look into these 4 different types of teeth. The first teeth are incisors, next canines, premolars and the molars, okay. So now we will understand their shape and their functions. So look into these particular slide my dear students. Yes. So what are incisors actually? The front teeth are called as incisors, okay. So the front teeth are called as incisors, okay. Can you see? Yes. So the upper jaw and the lower jaw, both the jaws are going to have the front teeth, those are called as incisors. So again I am going to show you in the diagrammatic view. First understand what are its main functions my dear students. Yes. So incisors are the front teeth, okay. When it comes to the shape, these are chisel shaped. It means these are very sharp and flattened surface, okay. These are very sharp like blade like appearance, okay. So these are mainly used for biting and cutting, okay. So the main function of the incisors is to bite and to cut. And next when it comes to the canines, okay. Yes, beside the incisors we have the pointed straight structured teeth, okay. Those are called as canines, okay. See here, these are present sharp pointed teeth, okay. These are very sharp and pointed and these are called as canines. Now look into the function. These are used for piercing and tearing the pieces of food such as meat, okay. So the canines are used for tearing, okay, tearing the food like meat. And next when it comes to the premolars and molars, beside the canines we have the premolars my dear students. So look here, these teeth are present behind the canines, okay. So behind the canines we can find the premolars and these are broad and strong with almost flat surface, okay. So the incisors are chisel shaped with the very sharp in the front edge and the canines are very pointed structure and giving the sharp end like structures. And next when it comes to the premolars and molars, these are almost flat my dear students. So these are almost flat and these are mainly used for crushing and grinding the food, okay. So beside the premolars again we have the molars. Premolars and molars have flattened surface. These are just used for crushing and grinding the food, whereas the canines are used for tearing and incisors are used for biting and cutting the food, my dear students. Yes. So now these all the 4 different types of teeth are present in the human beings, and the adult human beings are going to have 32 teeth. Okay. So how we are going to have the 32 number of teeth? Let's have a look on this particular slide. Yes. So look into this particular slide and observe it carefully, whatever I am going to mention the labeling parts here. Yes. So first we will understand about the incisors. Okay. Totally we need to understand. Okay. So totally the adult human being teeth number is 32. Okay. So generally adult human beings are going to have 32 teeth. So how we are going to have that 32? So look here, my dear students. So generally we have the upper jaw and the lower jaw. Okay. So we have the upper jaw and the lower jaw. So the upper jaw is going to have total 16 number of teeth, and the lower jaw is also going to have the 16 number of the teeth. Okay. 16 plus 16 is equal to 32. So in that 32 we have different number of canines, premolars, incisors and molars. Okay. So now we need to understand and we need to give the exact number on how many number of incisors are going to be present, how many sets of canines we have, and how many sets of premolars and molars we are going to have. So right. So now look into this particular slide and look into the markings. Okay. Whatever I am going to do here. Yes. So first look here, my dear students. So first incisors. What are incisors? The front teeth. Okay. So the front teeth is called as incisors. How many incisors we have? 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. So 4 incisors. Yes. Yes. 4 incisors. Okay. So first on the upper jaw we need to count and we need to give the exact number on the upper jaw and the lower jaw. Okay. So first I am going to consider the upper jaw. Okay. So in the upper jaw, the front teeth, okay, the front teeth in the upper jaw are called as incisors. So how many incisors we have? 4 incisors. Again count on the lower jaw also. Okay. On the lower jaw also we are going to have 4 incisors. Okay. So look here, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. So write it as 4 plus 4. Yes, students. Yes, 4 incisors on, yes, 4 incisors on the upper jaw and 4 incisors on the lower jaw. Okay. So now 4 plus 4. Okay. 4 incisors on the upper jaw plus 4 incisors on the lower jaw. Okay. 4 plus 4. What will be the answer, my dear students? 8, right? 8 incisors. Okay. Next, now coming towards the canines. Okay. On the upper jaw, how many canines we are going to have? See here, beside the incisors, okay, these all are the incisors. We have 2 canines. Okay. So on the left jaw we are going to find 1 canine, and on the right side, okay, on the other side we are going to have 1 more canine. So now on the upper jaw we can find 2 canines, and on the lower jaw also we can find 2 canines. Right, my dear students, are you getting my point? On the upper jaw, after completing 4 different types, okay, after completing the 4 incisors, beside these right side also on the upper jaw we are going to find 1 incisor, and on the left side of the upper jaw also you are going to find 1 incisor, right. So now 2 incisors on the upper jaw and 2 incisors on the lower jaw. So 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, right. So completely we have 4 incisors. Yes. Yes, my dear students. Next, we need to find about the premolars and the molars. Okay. So look here, these 4 will be the incisors. These are canines. Now premolars you need to find. So on the upper jaw, how many premolars are present? Usually 4. Okay. So beside the canines we have 2 premolars. So here 2 plus 2. And on the lower jaw, beside, okay, after completion of the incisors, canines and 2 premolars, 2 plus 2. on the upper jaw, how many premolars we can find, my dear students? Here 2 plus 2, 4, okay, 4. On the upper jaw, 4 premolars. And when it comes to the lower jaw, look into this. On the lower jaw also same we can find 4 premolars. So now again 4 plus 4, 4 premolars on the upper side and 4 premolars on the lower side. So 4 plus 4 is equal to 8, okay, 8 premolars. So don't be confused, my dear students. So total number of teeth the adult human beings are going to have 32, okay. So now you need to calculate and you need to get the exact number. So now what is left, okay, which type of teeth we have left? Actually the last one will be the molars, right. So now count on the upper jaw how many molars you are going to get. So on the upper jaw 3 premolars on the left side and 3 molars on the right side, okay. So the premolars are 4 plus 4, okay, 4 on the upper jaw and 4 on the lower jaw. So now on the upper jaw the molars you need to count, okay. So the 3 molars will be on the right side and 3 molars will be on the left side. So 3 plus 3, 6, right. So same will be on the lower jaw. On the lower jaw also we can find 3 molars on the left side and 3 molars on the right side. So now 6 plus 6, 12. So 12 will be the molars, right, my dear students. So can you find this, and are you clear with this particular concept? So don't be confused. So total the adult human beings are going to have 32 number of teeth, okay, 16 teeth on the upper jaw and 16 teeth on the lower jaw. So the first 4 teeth, okay. So the first teeth, okay, on the upper jaw and the lower jaw we have 4 types of incisors, okay, 4 incisors on the upper jaw and 4 incisors on the lower jaw. 4 plus 4, 8 and 4 incisors, okay, completely we are going to get 4 incisors, 2 incisors on the upper jaw and 2 incisors on the lower jaw, okay. So completely 2 plus 2, 4. Next 8 premolars. How we got 8 premolars? On the lower jaw, on the left side 2 premolars and on the right side 2 premolars, okay. So 4 plus 4, 4 on the lower jaw and 4 on the upper jaw, completely 8 premolars. Yes, and next when it comes to the molars, okay, so we can find 3 molars on the lower jaw and 3 molars on the upper jaw, okay. So 3 will be on this side and 3 will be on the other half side, okay. So completely 6 plus 6 is equal to 12, okay. So completely 12 molars, okay. So if you are going to add on all this, we are going to get 32 number of teeth in the adult human beings. Yes students, we can also give the dental formula for these particular adult human teeth, okay. So look into this. Yes. Yes. So the adult human being, okay, in the adult human beings the dental formula is 2123 by 2123 into 2, okay. If you are going to multiply, if you are going to add and multiply these particular number of teeth, then you are going to get the answer 32, my dear students. So how means, see here 2123 in the sense, in the upper jaw one side of the teeth you need to count, okay. So the one side of the teeth in the upper jaw, okay, only count on the right side, okay. If you are going to count only on the right side, then we are going to get 2 incisors, 1 canine and 2 premolars and 3 molars, right, my dear students. So I am going to count only on the 1/2 side of the upper jaw. Same thing you need to do for the lower jaw also. In the lower jaw also again we are going to get 2, 1, 2, 3, 2 incisors, 1 canine, 2 premolars and 3 molars, okay. So these 2, 1, 2, 3 by 2, 1, 2, 3, this we are completing and we are going to count only on the one side of the upper and the lower jaw, okay. So 2 plus 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So okay. So if you are going to add on completely and if you multiply 8 plus 8 is equal to 16, right, my dear students. So completely 16 on the upper jaw and completely 16 teeth on the lower jaw is going to give the answer 32 number of the teeth, my dear students. So this is completely about the 4 different types of teeth, and their number in the adult human beings, right. So, in the next upcoming session we are going to discuss and we are going to learn in detail about the tongue and its role, and we are going to complete this particular human digestive system. Stay tuned with the NEET World, like, share and subscribe.